Hello all my gals, gays, and theys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Spooky Susie Sparkle and you can call me Susie. Today I really am so excited to show you all this beautiful palette. This is the original guitar palette from a small indie brand called Melody Love Cosmetics. This brand was introduced to me by a dear friend, Ariana. Thank you so much for making me aware of this brand. This is a music-centered brand where all of her palettes, glosses, etc., everything has some story behind it, a music theme. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait to do a look with this for you all today. Melody Love Cosmetics created this beautiful guitar palette with help from her mother and inspiration from the music of Prince. Yes, that is right, Prince, which means this beautiful palette has some of the most amazing purples and pinks, and all of the shades are named after iconic Prince songs. She created this beautiful, unique guitar palette back in 2020, and yes, she has been dealing with a larger company that has taken her idea without giving her any credit. That is all I'm going to say here. I am not a channel that wants to gossip or talk about anything like that. Just know that that particular brand, I am no longer using their products until they make this right with not only Melody Love Cosmetics, but other small brands that they have stolen from. If you do want to know the tea on that, I am going to leave Melody Love Cosmetics' side of her story and her journey with this guitar palette. I'm going to leave that YouTube video down in the description. So if you want to see how I created this 80s glam inspired by Prince, inspired by this palette, and inspired by his album cover 1999, then keep on watching. Take my LBF 4 from Lunar Beauty, and I'm going to tap gently, mixing both of these together. And the pigment on the, hello. But this is from the album 1999. If it is heavy on the blush, that is okay, because even though it's called 1999, it was released in the 80s. So I was born, oh yes, in 1984. And this album, 1999, actually came out 2 years before I was born. Needless to say, my mom was a big Prince fan, and I grew up listening to his music all the way from about the time I was born all the way through. So a couple of my favorite songs from the 1999 album are obviously 1999 and Little Red Corvette. And I love that song. It's so like liberating and just like fun and sexy all at the same time. I don't know how Prince always did it, but he always did it. This blush is looking awesome. Like I said, a mix between pink cashmere and raspberry beret, 2 at the top. That's what I love about eyeshadows, especially well-made eyeshadows like this. You can use them for things other than eyeshadow. Now that I have the blush as wild and crazy as I want it, I have primed my lids and we're going to get started on the eyes. So the first color I'm going to go into is Uptown, which is like a light plum color. and I am experiencing this palette for the first time with you all. I thought that would be fun. So we're going to see, I mean, those two colors as blush for like an 80s type look, it worked out phenomenal. So I can only imagine that Uptown isn't going to disappoint either. And can we please talk about the fact that the whole front of the palette comes off and you turn it around and it's a mirror? We're not going to look at the desk. But yeah, it's a mirror and you can hold it and it's a mirror. Genius. Freaking genius. Okay, let's just get these creases out. And we are going to pack Uptown all over the lid. Wow. Yes, pigment. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Melody puts so much passion into talking about her brand and the dedication to her brand that I'm not surprised at all that this is packing on and partially blending so smoothly. So smoothly. Let's get this first shade laid down and I'll be right back. Now we're going to go into a lighter shade in the palette. In fact, it's one of the lightest shades in the palette, and that is Adore. It's right here. It is sort of a light purple periwinkle color, but it has just enough purple to blend really well with this first color. So I'm using the same brush. Quick shout out. This is a B321 from B3 Cosmetics. I am a PR rep for them, and there will be discount codes for everything that I mentioned that has discount codes, going to be down in the description. So now let's take Adore onto our brush and see how well these colors blend together. Okay, we're starting right at the top and just blending those two together. And that is causing a beautiful purple ombre look where it's just going to be beautiful different shades of purple, which I am sure Prince would approve of. I am kind of dragging it into that heavy blush so that they just kind of meld together and become one. These shadows are blending so beautifully. Like, I am doing kind of like a squish pat swipe motion. I know that sounds weird, but it's something that has really helped me lay color down. And it's turning into, like, mixing with it, it's turning into sort of a gray purple, just absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Let's go in for some deeper colors. Let's deepen up this look. We want some dimension. We kind of want it to be a little bit more dark and harsh because, you know, makeup in the 80s and the 1999 album, that was bright and in your face. So we want to make sure that we use those bright colors. So I'm going in now with my B915. This is also from B3 Cosmetics. And we are going to go into the darkest purple it looks like in the entire palette. And it is Escape. And it is a dark purple. So we're going to take this and we're just going to put it right at the top of this brush. And there is a little fallout, so you want to make sure you tap that excess. And we are going to go in starting with the outer corner and kind of pack on that dark shade. And oh yes, this, oh shit. Not gonna lie, this is more pigmented than I thought it would be. And I dipped into it quite intensely. Ooh, the other shade is kind of disappearing, to be honest, so I may have to reincorporate that. but let's drag it out because we want that wild, carefree 80s makeup look. And it is blending quite nicely into the other two shades. The only thing is, because it is darker and I did not anticipate this much pigment, is I'm kind of losing that first color. So I may have to go back into Uptown and kind of reincorporate it. So let's do this other eye and maybe clean it up a little bit with some more Uptown, and I'll be right back. Now we are going to go into Hollywood. I am so excited. It is really smooth and it is so bright. Oh my God. Oh wow. Yep. This is taking the look to a whole nother level, folks. That is so bright. Okay, I grabbed one of my BH Cosmetics brushes, one of my small flatter brushes, and I'm going to try it with a brush, Hollywood, and I've picked it up, and I'm going to use my Care Bear setting spray to spray it once and see how it does with the brush application, because we all know that can, okay, what the hell? Are you kidding me? That is gorgeous. Brush application for shimmers are sometimes really difficult. I haven't seen this in a long time. This is awesome. Okay, I thought I was going to use two different shimmers. No, this is going all over my lid in my cut crease area, but I'm going to pack this all over my lid and we will be right back. Now I really want to dive into some of these lighter shimmers that are more for a highlight or inner corner situation. And I think today, as much as diamonds and pearls is really calling to me, because I live for a white silvery highlight like that, I think today we're going to go with Starfish, and it's got more of a purple tone to it. So I've got a really small brush that I like to use for inner corners. This was from the Jeffree Star Morphe collab. And I'm just going to pack that shade on, kick off a little bit. There is a little bit of kickback. I will always be transparent with you all about kickback or quality of shadows. We're just going to use our Care Bear spray for a good spritz. And let's see how well this inner corner does. Bitch. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. Wow. I am so impressed. There's just enough like bluish purple in this shade to really accentuate the colors that I've already used. Like, all of it is going together so perfectly. It's all just kind of melting together. I definitely chose the right colors to use for the first time using this palette. So I think for the under eye, I'm also going to go in with the other blue. Blues are another difficult thing to make. This is called So Blue, and it's a blue matte shade. It's very true blue matte. So let's do that. We're going to grab a small brush and kind of brush it under our eye and smoke it out a bit and see how that performs. So first I went in with my LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner. I absolutely love these. They are so affordable. I need them in every color, but I don't have them in every color. But I need them in every color. And this is in the shade Vivid. So I've done my waterline with this. Now I'm going to go into So Blue and smoke out that liner with this blue shade. Blues are another hard thing to formulate without being patchy, so I am just lightly kind of brushing it along where I put the eyeliner and just kind of melding the two together. I don't want anything too wildly blue underneath here, but just enough blue to kind of get the point across. And it seems to be doing really well. I think that if I packed this into the crease for like a separate look, I think that it would pay off quite nicely. I want it to be light. I want it to coincide with everything else. So if I use it to its full advantage, it would look much brighter. But this is going on very nicely, which also tells me that it is buildable, which is very important. Stepping away from the eyes for a moment, I'm going to go into Diamonds and Pearls because I can't not go into it. It's driving me crazy. And I want to see how it does as a brow highlighter for the brow bone. Very nice. This is a clean, fluffy brush. It complements the other one quite well and gives it a really pretty glow. But after doing this, I do feel like I'm losing the purple a little bit. So instead of using this on my face, I'm just going to stick to the brow bone, and it gives it a nice glow that kind of melts with the glow down here. So it all kind of goes together, but I want to add a little bit more sparkle because I am a sparkle nut. I love to glow. So we're going to go in with Jeffree Star Cosmetics Choking on Ice Extreme Frost. That way we can get some of this purple back. This is his purple Extreme Frost highlighter, and it's intense. So I am going to put this on my lid on top of Hollywood to give it that extra bling. And as you can see, it pulls the purples out of that Hollywood color, and you get this really nice glow. So that is really, for me, that speaks even more highly of this palette's formula because it works well with other products. After putting some Extreme Frost on my cheeks, I decided to go in just a little bit with the Diamonds and Pearls and put it right on my nose and then top it with more Extreme Frost, and it blended together so nicely. It looks so pretty. I'm going to finish up all my face, show you the final look, and give you my final thoughts on the Guitar Palette by Melody Love Cosmetics. And here is the finished look. I absolutely love how it came out. I am topping everything off with the clear lip gloss from Melody Love Cosmetics, aptly named Waterfalls, after the amazing TLC song that permeated my childhood. Was a big part of my childhood. So she sent this to me as a thank you for ordering her amazing guitar palette. And let's talk about the guitar palette. My final thoughts on the Melody Love Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It's unique, it's different, it is just, it's fun. The colors are amazing. This mirror can't get over the mirror. I know that's a weird thing. It's like not about the shadows, but the mirror. The fact that it is an homage to Prince and all of his amazing, amazing music. The fact that it is kind of one of my favorite colors in the world makes me a little bit biased. The fact that it's purples. But the mattes performed very, very well. Both darks and lights. Using these two as a crazy 80s blush moment really paid off. So I'm looking forward to using these on my eyes. The shimmer was absolutely gorgeous that I used. I used 2 of the shimmers, maybe even 3. No, I used 3 of the shimmers. I used Hollywood, Starfish, and Diamonds and Pearls. Diamonds and Pearls. And they all 3 performed absolutely beautifully. I will always be transparent with you all, even if it is a palette I like. This is gonna stain your eyes. As I was cutting my crease, I was already seeing staining, and purples, pinks, and some blues are notorious for staining. So I just want you to be aware of that. If you are okay with lid staining, you can really pack these colors on and build them up, but it will stain. I myself am fine with staining, so it does not bother me at all. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this little get ready with me story time review, then please leave a purple heart in the comments. And thank you once again to Ariana for introducing me to such an amazingly passionate, beautiful, unique brand like Melody Love Cosmetics. And thank you so much to Melody Love Cosmetics for reaching out and adding me to her wonderful PR list. I cannot wait to try more of her amazing products. Everything that I'm wearing on my face today will be down in the description, as well as not only the 20% off discount code that you can get using the code Susie on Melody Love Cosmetics, but other discount codes to help you all save a little bit of money if you decide to shop with any of these amazing small brands that I love representing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will always be up to date every time that I upload a new video. Until next time, be safe.